In the Beatles, you were closest to John Lennon. That's,
Well, it depends on the day.
yeah.
George was my great friend, and Paul was my friend. It went round, actually. We shared a room. We only ever had 2 rooms while we were touring.
know.
We all slept with each other, not literally.
Right. No, but I would think in those early days, sharing rooms together, those were the days that you look back on and go, that was fantastic.
We were a very close band. We only ever had one limousine to take us around.
Yeah.
We didn't have our own. A lot of English bands started doing that.
Yeah, what do you think?
Like Cream and that. They'd be in different hotels and drive to the gig and just play.
I know.
We were with each other. That's how we knew each other. And we were in Germany, we worked very hard. And at one point, Rory and the Hurricanes and the Beatles, we were doing 12 hours a night on the weekend. And that's a lot of playing.
And don't you think that's exactly why the Beatles became so great and sustained that amount of hits and everything? Because it was like a secret language you were almost speaking. You become brothers.
We do. And, it didn't matter. We're like brothers, and we have rows, we have little arguments, discussions. As soon as you heard the counting, we all gave our all.
Right.
I'm always proud of that. I well up it because 2 of our members aren't here. And it was great. And a lot of good music.
The assassination of John Lennon, which still pains me to this day, and I'm a fan.
It was hard.
But your reaction was to immediately drop everything and fly to New York and be with Yoko, which I think is such a loving thing.
Who just said, "Oh, you play with Sean,"
yeah,
because she was messed up too. You know what I mean? It was like mad, and we were in the Bahamas, and Francesca, my stepdaughter, she called and said something's happened to John. Well, what's happened to John? And then we heard, and so we got on a plane and we just flew to New York. We didn't know what we could do. We just knew we had to go.
Right. It was the right thing to do.
Well, it was what we did.
And when you got there, the way you comforted her was to take care of Sean.
Well, that's what we did in the end.
Right.